the age of disruption, transportation insight is absolutely paramount for shippers. Well, joining us today to speak about that, Tim Story, President and co-founder of Third Axiom Solutions. Tim, it's great to see you. Welcome.
Thank you, Russell.
Tim, we just averted a rail strike in this country, something that would have absolutely crippled supply chains just dramatically. I guess the question is, going forward, what is it that shippers need to do if they're going to be prepared to deal with what seems to be a constant, continuous, unending series of transportation challenges? So what would you say? Walk us through that.
Yeah, Russell, I think you're right. We did avert the rail strike. Hopefully we're going to get that ratified in the next month or two. This post-pandemic disruption that we've had, we've got FedEx coming up with their contractor challenges, let's just say. We got UPS and the Teamsters, we're getting their contract next spring or summer. So I think you're right. I think it's just one challenge after another. And I think our industry just has to be prepared to deal with the disruptions and the chaos.
Mm-hmm. And so a potential client, let me be that potential client. I come to you and I say, look, Tim, it appears to me that this is just a stream of disruptions or potential
mm-hmm.
disruptions. I need to protect myself.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to tell me? What do I need to do?
So Russell, the first thing I would say is anybody that has access and insights into their data, all of the data that they have, will have a better chance than those that don't. As each one of these challenges come up, I call it chaos, probably not the right term. Predicting that there's going to be continued chaos means I'm just going to operate in a manner of unpredictability. So I have to plan that things are going to be unpredictable. And the best way for me to do that is have a very good handle on my whole transportation network, whether I'm a shipper, a 3PL, a manufacturer. And we think the best way to do that is to have really deep insights into your data. We all have been using these systems for decades now, and we're all sitting on a massive amount of data that can help us migrate and mitigate these big disruptions that keep happening, that we've been dealing with since everything post-pandemic.
But of course, chaos actually does seem like a pretty good word to describe what we experienced throughout the lockdown. And in much of this post-pandemic world, it is an extraordinarily complex situation. We've been sitting on lots of data, et cetera. What were we doing wrong? We had all that data and we weren't utilizing. What was that about?
Well, I don't know if we were doing anything wrong. I think with the advent of these advanced technologies, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and these BI platforms, we certainly saw it in other industries before us. I think we've been dealing with the problems that are hitting us every day. And especially during this chaos, it's hard to look forward. I'm trying to solve the problem today, but I really need to be looking forward and trying to predict what my problems might be in the future and come up with solutions for those.
Now you talk about the importance of this data, having insight into this data throughout our network, et cetera. But it leads me to ask this: is it a matter of prioritizing all of the data that is available? How do I do that? Walk me through that.
Yeah, so prioritization is very important, but getting a central spot for all of that data. We all in our industries have various systems. In our third-party world, it's not uncommon for our third-party providers to have multiple transportation software systems. So for them to get a whole view of their transportation network is difficult because it's in separate systems. So trying to come up with solutions where they can put all that data into one system, where they can then look at it and try to take action based upon the answers they can get from that data.
The challenge there is when you talk about a comprehensive end-to-end supply chain, you have all of these silos of functionality and consequently siloed data, et cetera. You're talking about being able to get a real grasp on all of that.
Correct. You got silos that could be mode, truckload, LTL, ocean freight, intermodal, You got silos that could be because they're technically in separate systems. I got a system for truckload brokerage. I got a system for small package. It also could be siloed based upon, am I a manufacturer? Am I a third-party logistics company? Am I a shipper? There's lots of different silos, yeah. So anybody that can put that information together can give themselves more insights to their network. Both things that are happening and also things that are not happening that they could try to mitigate down the road.
Very, very interesting. Well, Tim, it occurs to me that somebody watching this video may not be familiar with Third Axiom Solutions, just what it is, what it does. So if you would, walk us through that for just a moment. Tell us a little something about the company and how is it that you are optimizing or enhancing the operations of those you work with. What do you say?
Yeah, thanks for asking, Russell. So Third Axiom is a business analytics transportation software platform, right? Designed and built by transportation executives and tons of experience. I've been doing it 30-some years. My partners have been doing it for 25, 30 years. And we just noticed there was a need, as we talked about all these different systems, how do you put it all together in one platform? Without having to hire data scientists, without having to build these big databases and these business intelligence software tools. So we wanted to put one platform together that could solve that and could integrate to all these various TMS systems and give somebody the ability for a transportation executive to be able to find the solution, make better decisions, make better formed decisions, and to really take advantage of this new advanced technologies of machine learning and artificial intelligence, which most of the TMS providers don't have. So we want to provide that layer to them and really put the power of managing the data out of IT and into the hands that actually make the decisions. And those are the transportation professionals, whether it be for a shipper, a manufacturer, a third-party logistics company, and then at the very end, that end user who's receiving the goods. Can we help those professionals provide the end product, which is providing the solution that makes the receiver of the goods happy in a cost-effective and time-sensitive way while we're trying to manage all the chaos.
Interesting drill down into this important area where we could be floundering in an ocean of data and not able to put it all together in a successful way. Great insight into that picture there. Tim, I thank you so very much for finding the time to speak with us here at the conference. Thank you.
Thanks, Russ.
It's Tim Story, Third Axiom Solutions, speaking with us today about the importance of insight into your transportation situation. Thank you so much.